Hi class, welcome to the video Understanding the Fieldwork Assignment, Theory to Observation. This video will explain the fieldwork assignment in our course. The fieldwork is worth 25% of your grade and it's due on December 14th. And unlike most other assignments in the class, it may not be submitted late. You have two options for your fieldwork, and we're going to discuss both in this video. Option A is to go into a classroom and observe. Option B is to watch a series of videos. First, let's talk about option A. Both of these are due on December 14th, no matter what option you choose. In this option, first you're going to locate a school and a classroom that corresponds to your certification area. So if at all possible, if you're English, adolescent English, you're going to try to find a middle school or high school English class to go into. We can be a little flexible. I don't want you observing in an elementary classroom, but you could, if you can't find an English classroom, say observe in a social studies environment. The purpose of this is to observe 6 hours in the classroom and then to relate what you've observed to the theories that we've been learning in class. By the way, all the assignments, instructions for this assignment, as well as all major assignments, you probably know by now, are in the assignment folder on the course site. So all of these directions are located there. It's important to realize that this is a unique assignment separate from your other assignments. So you shouldn't use the same hours of observing for this fieldwork as you do for another classroom. If it is discovered that you have used the same observation to write 2 or more fieldwork papers, or if you duplicated portions of papers, you may get a 0. There's a permission to observe form in the fieldwork folder on the course site. This is basically signed by the dean. You don't have to return it to me. It's to enable you to present to an administrator or teacher, and basically it says this is a legitimate assignment. So we're studying a lot of theory in class. The ones that you may use for this paper are listed here: Piaget, Vygotsky, Erickson's, Kohlberg, Skinner, Eccles, attribution theory, and goal theory, Dweck's theory of mastery. So you can use any of those theories and discuss them in your paper. And the point is to make connections between what you're seeing and in the classroom and these theories. So for example, if you notice that the teacher uses a reward system to encourage good behavior, you can incorporate that into the idea of Skinner's theory of operant conditioning. Constructivism and direct instruction, which we'll talk about later in the course, are not theories, they're teaching approaches. So these are the only theories that you can use unless you write and ask for permission to use others. So what you're going to do is take field notes and relate what you see to at least 3 of those theories. Now, the outline for this option is given to you. It's a 4 to 6 page double-spaced paper with a running header. If you don't know what that means, Google it, and in APA format. In the writing folder on this course site are some resources to help you make sure you're following APA format. But basically the outlines, you're going to write about the context, what date you observed, the number of hours you observed, the school you observed, etc. You're going to write briefly about the activities that you observed. This should not be the meat of your paper. You're going to describe each theory which of the 3 theories you've selected in some detail, and then you're going to talk about how did the theories relate to what you saw going on in class. Again, did you see the teacher using a strategy of reward and punishment? If so, she would have been drawing on Skinner's operant conditioning. Finally, you're going to give a reflection, which is a detailed description of what you learned in your assignment. This is different than a conclusion, which is much more in summary form. This is really thinking about what you've learned. Then you're going to submit your assignment to Blackboard and complete a fieldwork log found at the link shown on the page. This assignment may not be turned in late or revised. Here you can see how the assignment is going to be graded. I'm going to grade you on context, how well you describe the setting, whether you describe specific activities that you observed, whether you went into depth on the 3 learning theories, talking about the learning theory, who came up with it, what does it say, how it's applied in the classroom, whether you related the activities, and this should be the meat of your paper, by the way, whether you relate what you saw in the classroom to the 3 learning or motivational theories. I'm also going to be looking at your reflection on learning, whether your paper followed writing, grammar, and APA conventions, and whether you've uploaded your paper to Blackboard and the fieldwork log has been provided. Now we no longer have TaskStream, so I'm providing a link in the instructions, and I'm also put it in the folder for the fieldwork, and just simply go in there and fill it out. We won't be using TaskStream. Let's talk about option B, video observation. Here, instead of going into a classroom, you're going to watch 6 hours of video from a list that I'll show you in a moment. Everything else is very similar. You're looking for theories that are being applied in the classroom, but it's a little bit different in how you write it. You're going to look for the same learning theories as you did when we discussed the in-person observation, and so all of that is applicable. You won't be able to provide as much detail from the videos, but you're going to record the context information based on what you can see on the videos in a special form that I'll show you in a minute. So first of all, preview the outline and the rubric, and then watch the videos. They're located at the end of the instructions template. Take notes. Write your paper. Submit your paper. As always, as I said previously, put your paper up on Blackboard, but fill out your your log. Fill out your fieldwork log to the link there. Your outline is slightly different than if you did an in-person an in-person assignment. First of all, you're going to watch all the videos, but you're going to pick out 3 favorite videos and discuss them. Why were they your favorite? What happened in the videos? And then for each video, you're going to provide the context, the activities you observed taking place, a description of 1 or more theories that applies to the video, how the theories relate to what you see happening in the videos, and a description of what you learned in this assignment. So that would be the reflection. You're going to write a conclusion and include references and an appendix in this one that contains an additional form called the Summary of Fieldwork Observation Form. Again, this is only if you choose the video option. This is the Summary of Fieldwork Video Observations. Basically, you're going to list the title of the video, how long it was, something about the context, so the approximate grade level. Maybe you can't get the specific one, but you can see that they're late elementary school students. The number of students visible in the classroom, the organization and appearance of the classroom. And that final column of notes is for you to use in case you want to take notes as you go along. You're going to upload this as the appendix to your document, to your file. Now here you'll see the list of videos. This is just the first page. There are many, many videos. Please choose videos that align with your area of certification. So if you are in high school, choose high school videos. If you're an adolescent, choose middle or high school videos. If you're in elementary, choose elementary videos. Here's the grading rubric for the fieldwork, and you can see it's very similar to the grading rubric for the in-person observation. I'm going to be looking whether you've submitted your summary form, specific classroom activities, whether you've described those, whether the 3 learning theories are described that you choose to focus on, how you relate the activities that you see on the videos to what's going on there to motivation or learning theory. Your reflection, whether your paper follows good grammatical, writing, and APA conventions, and whether you've uploaded your paper to Blackboard and the Fieldwork form on the link has been provided. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next week.